Hey guys, what's going on? Zach Hayes 44 here, otherwise known as King Snipe on Xbox. King Snipe 44 is my gamer tag. Just coming at you again with another deck profile. It's actually called the Cuteness deck. It's actually really cool. It's really fun to play too. I'm gonna go through my main deck. Not too many spells, as the Cyber Angel deck that I had. I actually sold that, made a little bit of money off of it. But this extra deck actually is finished. Once again, this is Zach Hayes coming to you, so we're gonna get started here. So, as you can see, I'm a huge Pokemon and Yu-Gi-Oh fan. It's just what I do. So we're going to start off by saying I play one Tree Otter. Its effect is once per turn. You can, if you control another face-up Beast-type monster, you can have one face-up monster you control gain 1,000 attack until the end phase. Pretty good card, not too bad. I like it. You played one Fabled Cerebral. As you can see, I'm playing the Secret Rare. When this card is discarded to the graveyard, you can special summon it. Not too bad, pretty good. I played two Calantosa, Mystical Beasts of the Forest. If this card is special summoned by the effect of a beast-type monster, you can target one card on the field and destroy that card. It's pretty good because when you special summon it with, not Valerie Fawn, but I forget what it's called. It's actually sooner on the deck, in the deck. I'll actually show it to you, but good combo play with that. I played one Windupkin, ulti rare, had to go with it. I bought this deck off of a friend, so I had to do a deck profile on it. Give good respect to Dom. He's a really good guy, good with this deck. But I played one Windupkin, and its effect is you can target one monster your opponent controls, return that target to the hand. This effect can only be used once while this card is face up on the field. While this card is face up on the field. This card was at 3, it'd be broken. I play 3 Baby Raccoon Tantan. It's a flip effect. Special summon one level 2 beast monster from your deck, except itself, of course. I play 3 Valerie Fawn, Mystical Beast of the Forest. Basically, you could discard one card. Could be monster, spell, or trap. Then target one level 2 or lower beast type monster in your graveyard, except itself. Special summon it in attack position or face down defense position. You can only use this effect, Valerie Fawn, Beast of the Forest, once per turn. So it's pretty good. It's a rank 2 deck. It's really nice. As I was saying about Calantosa, this card right here, Baby Raccoon Ponpoco, is when this card's normal summon, you can special summon a level 2 beast monster from your deck in face down defense position, except Baby Raccoon, except itself. You cannot special summon any monsters during the turn you activate this effect, except beast type monsters. Next, I'm gonna go on to the Junk Synchron. Junk Synchron is actually one of my favorite tuner cards, only because going back into the Synchron deck days, with Excel Synchron and stuff like that, I used to love drawing into this card, with Doppel Warrior in hand, and then special loading Doppel Warrior from the graveyard with it. Pretty dope, not too bad. So that's it for the monster lineup. Not too many monsters, only 2 level 3s, a bunch of level 2s. I play, for spells, I just play 1 Scapegoat. In case you don't draw into anything to help you out, you have this to save you. It's also good for using as synchro plays, which is nice because they're all level 1s. I play 1 Moon Mirror Shield because it gets over everything and it's a really good card. 1 Day of Peace because it's at 1. If it was at 3, I would definitely play 3, but that card's too broken. I play 1 United We Stand because you equip it to a monster. It gains 800 attack for each face-up monster you control. So, basically, you'll see the combo plays with the extra deck later on why it's broken. 1 Book of Moon because it's at 1. 1 Rhoda. 1 Super Soul Charge. 1 Upstart Goblin. 2 Mystical Space Typhoons, only because my Twin Twisters are actually being occupied in my Mermail deck. I play 2 Ayers Rock Sunrise. You target 1 beast-type monster in your graveyard, special summon that target. If you do, all face-up monsters your opponent currently controls lose 200 attack for each beast, plant, winged beast-type monster currently in your graveyard until the end of this turn. You can only activate 1 Ayers Rock Sunrise per turn. It's not too bad. It's a really good spell card for this deck. Last but not least on the spell card list, I play 3 Obedience Gold. Basically, what it is if you control no monsters, you can special summon 3 level 2 or lower beast-type effect monsters with different names from your deck. Their effects are negated, and they are destroyed during the end phase. If you activate this card, you cannot special summon monsters for the rest of the turn except beast-type, which is perfectly fine because every monster in the deck is beast except for Junk Synchron. I think that's correct. Let me just double check here, take a look at it. Beast, 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 and then 2 warriors. Yep, everything is beast except for Junk Synchron. So, going forward, that's all I got with the spell lineup. Monster lineup, not too bad. Alright, for the trap lineup, not too many traps, just a little here. I play 1 Torrential Tribute because the XYZ in this deck is broken. You'll see why in a little bit. I play 1 Solemn Warning, 1 Mistake. Neither player can add cards from deck to their hand except by drawing them, which is good because this deck doesn't really add. One bottomless trap hole. This deck originally had Mirror Force in here. I decided to sub it out for Quaking because this is my favorite Mirror Force. When an opponent declares an attack, whether it's on a monster or directly, change all attack position monsters your opponent controls to face down defense position monsters. Monsters change to face down defense position by this effect cannot change their battle position. Next we play 3 Call the Haunted. I decided to sub out a couple of cards. There was another mistake in here, and I forget what the other trap card. I think it was Phoenix Chain. I took Phoenix Chain out for Call the Haunted, only because during battle phase it's a really good OTK if you draw into the right hand during the 3rd or 4th turn, whichever it works out. So that's it for the main deck. It's a 40 card main deck. It's very, very nice. Not too bad. Didn't buy it off of my friend Dom for much. So now we're gonna go into the extra deck. First, I play 3, number 64, which is Ronin, Raccoon. How do you pronounce that last name? Sendeu. It's 2 level 2 beast types. Let me show you here. It's a rare. 2 level 2 beast types. Let me get this glare off the screen real quick. Once per turn, you can detach an XYZ from this card. Special summon 1. Something of itself token. I can't see with this glare all over me. It's a level 1, 0 attack, 0 or question mark attack, 0 defense. When summoned, its attack becomes equal to the current attack of the monster on the field with the highest attack. Your choice if tied. Which would be kind of pointless because of the fact that you would just make it the highest attack. When you control another beast type monster, this card cannot be destroyed by battle or card effects. So pretty much, you get 2 of these son of bitches on board. And the only way they can get rid of them is by either Gamma Sealing or like 101 Castell, that kind of jazz. But it works really good because it's 2 beast type warriors. 95% of the monsters in the deck are beast. So very, 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 very good. Next I play 1 Cat Shark. I actually just ordered this card online and I bought the deck off my friend and I'm kind of mad. What it is, it's a generic beast, 2 level 2 monsters. When this card is XYZ summon, or when this card has an XYZ material attached to it originally water, it cannot be destroyed by battle, which is really good. Once per turn during either player's turn, you can detach 1 XYZ from this card, then target 1 rank 4 or lower monster you control. Its attack and defense become double its original attack and defense until the end of this turn. So basically, you put this bad kitty on the board, and you summon this big guy right here. Okay, and if there's nothing on the board with a higher attack than this guy, you activate Cat Shark. You detach a material, target this guy on the field. It becomes a 2,000 beater, which is not too bad. Then you activate his effect to detach, which gives you a token. That token will now have 2,000 attack points. So that's 2, 4, and then 40. It would be 4,500 damage altogether. But let's just say there was a monster on the board with 5,000, like 5-headed dragon or something like that, and you couldn't beat over it. That would be the way to do it. Next, I play 1 Sky Cavalry Centuria. This card is amazing. I just ordered this as well, and it is expensive. I think it's like $6 or $7. But I only play 1, unfortunately. If I had another one, I would definitely play 2. It's generic, Beast Warrior, 2 level 2 monsters. This card cannot be destroyed by battle while it has an XYZ material. At the end of the damage step, if this card battled an opponent's monster, you can detach 1 XYZ from this card, return the opponent's monster from the field to the hand. Not too bad, pretty good. Next, I play 1 Downed Magician because when you run out of materials for 64, you just overlay this on top during your second main phase and basically becomes a piercer. But it also, let me read this real quick. Gains 200 attack for each XYZ material attached to it. This card attacks defense monster, inflict piercing, of course. If it does attack or is attacked, you have to detach. I think at the end of the damage calculation, which is not too bad. But that is it as far as XYZ monsters. That is pretty much it. We're going to move on to Synchros. I play 1 Fabled Unicorn. This card is broken. If you can play this card with 1 card from your hand, the next card your opponent plays from their hand is negated, which is broken. As long as you and your opponent control the same number of cards in their hand, as in yours, the next monster spell or trap that they activate is negated. I play 1 Naturia Beast because this card is amazing. Old Entity Haster. Sorry, my flash went off, thank God, because the glare was kind of killing me. Old Entity Haster because I had to find a substitute. I think it's a 16 card extra deck, but if I had to take one out, Haster's gone. No questions asked. Junk Warrior because with the token, if the token is a 4,500 beater, then this becomes just think about that. One Stardust Warrior, because if I can make this first turn with 3 monsters with Obedient School, I draw a card. Not too bad. Obedient School wouldn't let me do that because it only summons beast monsters, but if there were a situation where I could make him just easily, I would definitely do it. Chambara, this card is amazing. Attack twice, gains 200 every time it attacks. It's permanent, so you can get up to like 3-4k before you kill your opponent. Archimedes, because it stops your opponent from doing anything. Katasher, but it destroys anything non-dark. Barkion, because it negates traps. And Goyle Guardian, because it takes your opponent's monsters and makes them sad. So that's it for my extra deck, ladies and gentlemen. I just wanted to say that this deck is something else, man. When my friend Dom built this deck for the first time and he told me about it, I was just like amazed. I had no idea that this deck was going to be, you know, it's not always consistent. I'd say best maybe 7 out of 10. You'll draw the perfect hand, you know. It's not a defensive deck. It's more of an offensive deck. It can OTK. I'm like 90% sure about that. But thanks guys for watching. I just want to let you know this is Zach Hayes 44, otherwise known as King Snipe 44 on Xbox One. Please add me. Like the video, subscribe, share. Thanks guys. Have a good night.